night as EA Sports so proud to welcome you to the marquee event of the NFL calendar, Super Bowl Sunday. Tonight, it is all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Cincinnati Bengals taking on the NFC champions, the Philadelphia Eagles. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And we are underway on Sunday Night Primetime. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
Let's go now. Cut.
Now a run. It's the rookie from Oklahoma. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Ready.
This is 2nd and 8. Now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Second down and 8.
Right. Set. Cut. Ken Black. Set. Cut.
Looking to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. 42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together.
Great, set. Count that Jenny. Hey, count that Jenny.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Great. Trimmer.
Now Hurts going to shift him around a bit. Throw left side, there's Schwartz with it. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of the Super Bowl, and he picks up the 1st down. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage, good for the receptions for the receivers, but you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces, so as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football, all right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it, so that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
Go Silver, ready? Yo, touch that. Hey, Silver. Yeti, 73. Yo, touch that.
time is precious. I look at my Cartier out of control. Just like my mind where I'm going. The women, the shorties know nothing but clothes. No stopping at my Pirelli's on. Unlike my jewelry that's always on. I know the storm is coming. My pockets keep telling me it's gonna shower. Call up my homies, it's on and popping the night 'cause it's meant to be ours. We keep a fadeaway shot 'cause we ballin' this platinum every hour. Look, mama, ow, you just like the flowers. Serve you the truth with all that goody power. Stay with me. You ain't gotta go, you can with me. We can hang out, do the day with me. I'm trying to be a man.
It has been a season full of twists and turns, and it all reaches a crescendo here tonight as EA Sports so proud to welcome you to the marquee event of the NFL calendar, Super Bowl Sunday. Tonight, it is all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Cincinnati Bengals taking on the NFC champions, the Philadelphia Eagles. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Now a run. Here's the first-round pick from April's draft. Now he's able to break through one tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage.
That was a particularly nice play because not only was it his job to force the play inside, he was actually able to fold inside himself and make the tackle ultimately. Very nicely done.
From the 20, here's the 2nd and 9. They'll set up to throw. Oh, no, his first throw of the Super Bowl is intercepted. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line.
Man, I wonder if someone's down there checking on the head coach right now because he might be in a little bit of shock after what just transpired. Instead of a lengthy opening drive to deal with, his guy stepped up and stole that drive away. Momentum on their side now. How will they attack on offense?
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Great, set. And anyone, yeah? Hey, easy, 63, bad. 73.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. The man, and he hits him in stride. That's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17. They'll try to run this one in. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. Oh, good-looking return set up here. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. They find some open field here. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a 1st down.
Well, partner, I have to say they caught him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. 52 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. Here's 2nd and 10.
Come on, set.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. And here he'll get it down to the 7. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for him first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Montez Sweat, the man that time to fight in and drop him. McPherson's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Man, confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go around. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Now Hurts going to move him around. Throw left side complete. That's Schwartz. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be second down. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in third in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
73.
Hurts. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
Hands it off out of the gun. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. The biggest game, the biggest stage, Super Bowl 63, 1 quarter in the books. 7-3 the score. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
No touch that. Hey, let's go. Tiger Hornet, crowd left Yeti. No touch that.
Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down. Tackled by Isaiah Simmons.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Great, set. And anyone else? Hey, Silver. Defense, one stop. Crowd left Yeti. No touch.
Here's Hurts to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Great. Set. And anyone else? 63, 63, 63, 73, 73. Delta.
Hurts with a quick throw, complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. An 18-yard touchdown ground. And the Eagles continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Across the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Now he's loose at the 40. Inside the 20. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A big play there. 73 yards. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3. Because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
And he'll go out of bounds, it appears, right at the 45. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a 4.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
Hey, 73, 73. Hey. Crowd left Yeti.
Throwing is Hurts. And he slings one that's incomplete. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
2nd and 10. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back.
Great, set. 63. Man. Hey, Silver.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Schwartz. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 36. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 36.
Now Hurts looking to change the play. Hurts completing this one quickly.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. 2 minutes on the clock in the second quarter of this Super Bowl.
From the 32-yard line now, here's a second down and 6.
Great, set. Crowd left Yeti. Crowd left Tiger Hornet. Alpha. Delta.
They'll look to throw again. The killer here, it's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down.
Great, set.
Now they'll change things up.
Crowd left Yeti. Hey. 73. Yeti.
So offense moving a little too slow there. Could not get set, and they get the penalty.
So that flag will set him back 5 yards.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Tiger Swamp. Anyway,
The quick throw complete into the flat out left. And get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Crowd left Yeti.
20-yard line.
Hey, Silver. Man. Crowd left Yeti. Man.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10, marking down at the 9.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to lead the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown of this Super Bowl as his guys are able to extend their lead.
Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes it a 21-10 game.
Bengals 10. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 35. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
And even 150 yards rushing for them now in the first half of this Super Bowl. A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Ready.
Right back to him on 1st down. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now back to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Nolan Smith drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. They'll score on a 36-yard punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the 2nd quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. He's going to float this one deep right side. Oh, and that is incomplete.
And with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it winds up incomplete.
Crowd left Yeti. Crowd left Yeti. Hey.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Hurts. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they do finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 41.
Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And I would imagine this is where you have to take stock of the situation, CD, and say, gosh, we're halfway to the Lombardi Trophy. Let's not slow down now.
And I like the way you went there. Let's not slow down now, because the first half certainly went their way. And I would expect them to continue with that type of a game plan. But you're right. You do think back to Super Bowl 54. 49ers had a double-digit lead in the fourth quarter, couldn't hold on. So plenty can still happen.
Hey, easy, 63, Tiger Hornet. Hey, 73, 73.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a first down, his fourth catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Carl up, Yeti.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Well, man, and he hits him in stride. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a first down, his fourth catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Go Silver, ready? Crowd left, Yeti. 73, 73, 63, 63. Yeti.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Schwartz. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole that closed there quickly at the end. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Great. Set. Anyway, up. Hey, easy. 63, bad. Tiger Hornet. Hey, 73. Alpha. Delta.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Now Hurts is going to do it himself. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
Oh, man. Just when the D thought they had the answer for him, he went and changed the question. Surprises him by taking off himself. He's able to set up his offense pretty with a 1st and goal.
Great. Set. Anyway, up.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Eagles will extend their 3rd quarter lead here in this Super Bowl. Elliott good on the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Oh, good move. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. We got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
Let's go. Ready?
Here's a 2nd and 7. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get nothing out of that one. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice short tackle. Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
They're going to try and throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
But all came together on that one, didn't it?
Big-time throw on 4th.
Now that had to feel good, didn't it? Taking that type of a gamble there and making it pay off. What a throw.
And tough as a receiver because no matter how perfect the pass, you know it's 4th down and you got to convert.
A little bit of extra pressure, but he overcame it.
5, 6, 7, ready. Ready.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
Third quarter of the biggest spectacle in sport, the Super Bowl. Thanks for joining us, everybody. 2nd and 10. That's taken in. Isaiah Bond. And he has another first down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 34-yard line.
A gain of 16 yards. And the Bengals first down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Now they try the right side here. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And now what we have here, a 3rd and goal.
That's a great job of tackling right there. If he could have made the first man miss, maybe he could have taken it into the end zone. Instead, they stopped it pretty well right in his tracks, and you often see that in the red zone. Offense has to be quick. In this case, the defense was quicker.
They'll run here on 3rd and goal. Only able to pick up a yard, and that's going to leave him with a long 4th and goal. He'll drop to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. From 6 yards away. And the Bengals take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. And McPherson on for the extra point. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now. after the touchdown. McPherson on to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. Three quarters in the books. One to go here in Super Bowl 63 in that final frame after this timeout. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
King, field kick. Anyway, hey, easy, 6, 9. No touch.
It's a fumble. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. But thankfully, this is corralled by the offense, so they will, in fact, hold on to the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. The fumble on first down. Now here's second down.
Great.
Now Hurts changing up the play. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Better ball security, but not much else to show for it.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
73, 180. Go Silver, ready? Hey! Crowd left Yeti.
They'll set up a throw. Now Hurts is going to do it himself. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's fourth down.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
Jake Elliott readies for the field goal try. He was originally drafted by the Bengals. From the left hash, this from 37. The kick by Elliott is good. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. taken at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And we're at the time of this Super Bowl where, look, they need points. And they need them badly. Trailing here in the fourth quarter as they begin this drive 1st and 10. Calling a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. He's got his target. That's complete. Still going. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase, 75 yards. And the Bengals have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. So that's a really big play here in the fourth quarter. And don't look now, they're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead is down to just one score. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And the tension ratcheting up all around. A one-score game, fourth quarter of the Super Bowl. This is what you folks came for. Every play with the potential to win or lose a title as they look to drain some time off this clock. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
From the 44-yard line, here's second down and 1.
Go Silver, ready?
He'll look to throw. Now Hurts, he's going to do it himself. Now throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
The Eagles on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Tiger Hornet. Crowd left Yeti. Crowd left Yeti. 73. 73.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he makes it all the way down to the 13-yard line. A big play there for Philly. 43 yards.
On third down, it's very
simple. Make sure you get beyond the sticks, make the catch, pick up the first down. But in this case, he turned it into bonus time and was off to the races for a monster play.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Good. Shot.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for 1st. Every yard they gain getting them better and better field position. And obviously a field goal makes this a 2-score contest. That's really all they need.
And that means for your play caller, he's not looking to the attack portion of his sheet, right? He's looking for, okay, what do we have that's going to keep us in a good spot? No lost yardage plays. Let's kick a field goal, go up 2 scores. If we score a touchdown, great. But that's not what you're really playing for.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning.
73.
On 3rd down, Barkley. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1.
4-yard line. A gain of 3 yards. It's now 4th down and 1.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to perhaps salt this one away. The kick by Elliott is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
Here's 1st and 10.
Ball red. Yellow. 20. Ready.
They'll look to throw here. And this one is incomplete.
That was one they needed to connect on. They're down, but not quite out. So you have to figure, with under 2 minutes to play, they need to hit on something in very short order.
Let's go. Red. 38. Green Jack.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And
This time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10.
They'll drop the throw. Looking deep here for Chase. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Under 90 seconds to go. Here's 2nd and 10.
Down.
Back to throw again. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And this one too low.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10.
Here we go, 1st and goal.
The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Here we go.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here.
A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
So now from half the distance closer, here's 1st and goal.
Here we go. Set.
They'll try to run this one in. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1.
2nd down, goal to go.
They'll try to run this one in. And he takes this one into the end zone. And all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
Sometimes offense can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
They're going to try and run, but he will not get in here. He's stopped up short of the goal line, and this will remain a 5-point game. Time definitely of the essence now, just under a minute to play, and here we go. And the Eagles are going to recover, and that might be enough to put a ball on this one. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
They got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. They're going to go with a tight end here for running play. The Bengals going to use
the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Hey, let's go, let's go, let's go. Trimmer, trimmer, trimmer.
On third down, they're going to run for it here. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the fourth. The kick by Elliott is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Ready, ready. 50, cross it, 6. Ready.
He's back to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Here comes 2nd down.
It's 2nd down.
Back to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Back-to-back big plays defensively. First the sack. Now they force the incompletion on 3rd and long. Things looking pretty good for them.
And this is where they have to be careful because they've got the momentum going their way. They will be really amped up to get to the quarterback. Look out. Draw, screen, something that can be used against them.
Well, you're at the point where you had to take the shot no matter the down. Now it's 4th down coming up, but that may turn out to be irrelevant with how little time is remaining.
Valuable lesson, man. I had to grow up. That's why I never asked for help. I do it for
no choice but to go. Here's 4th down now.
Ready, strike through it.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's going to be batted down. And will go the other way with the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that may write a finish to this Super Bowl. Time for this one final knee to put a bow on this title bout.